Hi and welcome back to Arno TV. I'm your lovable host Arno, coming back to you with another video. Now, I just want to go back momentarily to something that I said yesterday, okay? And then we're going to talk about some of the disgraceful articles that are appearing today in the national media, okay? So let's just go over to the internet and I'm just going to show you something that I said yesterday on Arno TV. So let's just turn the music down for a moment and let's listen to what I was talking about yesterday on Arno TV. Because cases are through the roof. And we called this at the end of the last national lockdown on Arno TV at the start of December. This is exactly what I said would happen. And I called January, but I am telling you, when it comes to the next review, which is in 2 days, they are going to introduce draconian measures. You can bet your bottom dollar on it, because we're either going to be plunged into a complete national lockdown, or it's going to be tier 4 for the rest of us, or I wouldn't be even surprised if suddenly a tier 5 materialises, okay, that's more geared around this mutant strain, and it'll be like, you know, effective house arrest, where you can only go out to the supermarket for essential shopping and exercise, and that's it. And you know, you've probably got to have some pass or something that you've got to show, otherwise you'll be fined. You know, is that where we're heading? Because when we think 24 hours ago, the Mail put out an article saying that, with the rollout of the vaccine and everything, that lockdowns will be over by February, okay? So, that's what I was talking about yesterday, okay? And what articles are appearing today in the mainstream media, okay? Articles like this in the Mirror, okay? What's it say in this article? A tier 5 lockdown with even harsher restrictions than in November's circuit breaker could be imposed on England in the new year, it is claimed. The government scientific advisors reportedly urged Boris Johnson to keep secondary schools closed in January to curb the spread of COVID-19 cases, as cases soar thanks to new and more infectious variant. There is no suggestion a fifth tier would be officially created if tighter restrictions are imposed. But measures proposed by scientists go further than ones under current tier 4. So that's in the Mail, the Mirror today. And what's in the Sun? The Sun. Britain could be thrown into a tier 5 national lockdown, harsher than November COVID circuit breaker. Okay? Britain could be thrown into a tier 5 lockdown with even more harsher restrictions than November's lockdown. Government scientists have reportedly told Boris Johnson he needs to implement stricter measures to stop the virus from spiralling out of control. There is no suggestion it will be called tier 5, but the measures that are being called for go further than the current tier 4 ones. The Scientific Advisory Group for Emergencies, in other words SAGE, has told the PM that because of the new faster spreading variant of the virus, the R rate would surge above 1 in January, it has been reported. Experts have told Mr Johnson that a New Year national lockdown similar to the one in November, where schools remain open, will not be enough. They have recommended even stronger measures where secondary schools are shut and pubs and non-essential shops remain closed, Politico has reported. So I'm not going to read the whole article, but they're reporting about a tier 5 lockdown as well. And if that's not enough, it's even going out at a local level. Look at this. This is a Leeds Live. Live Leeds coronavirus updates as government urged to introduce tougher tier 5 lockdown. So they're pushing it even at local level, aren't they? So this idea that the Mail put out a couple of days ago that lockdowns would be over by February. Now can you see what I'm talking about when I tell you that this is utter propaganda? Because, you know, look what's been all over the media today. Tier 5 lockdowns. And isn't it a coincidence that I was talking about them creating a tier 5 scenario just yesterday? Isn't that interesting? Okay, so this idea that the Mail were propagating a couple of days ago, not only is it lunacy, it's fantasy and it's dangerous propaganda, shoving that kind of hope down people's minds when people have suffered enough, mentally in all these lockdowns. So these people, this disgusting government is determined to lock us all down, okay? And they are using the media like the Sun, the Mirror, the Mail, etc. to push their propaganda. So when they come out and say that tomorrow or something to that effect, there's going to be much, much more draconian measures introduced across the whole country, that people aren't shocked. That's what's going on here. And if this should demonstrate, like we've been saying, like we've been saying on the run up to Christmas, that they're working hand in hand, because we have seen the ramping up of this idea of either a full-on third national lockdown or even tougher tiers, tier 5, tier 6, God knows what else. Okay, now the tier 4 restrictions that we have at the moment, they're effectively a national lockdown, okay? They're effectively the same sort of measures that you have in a national lockdown, meaning non-essential retail's closed, bars, pubs, nightclubs, etc. is closed, gyms are closed, leisure facilities are closed, okay? Only emergency, key workers can go out to work, and only essential shops like supermarkets, pharmacies, etc. are open, okay? Now, if they're calling for even tougher restrictions, what is that? That's effective house arrest, which is what I was saying yesterday, okay? And these are the measures that these people, such as Johnson, Patel, Starmer, Hancock, all of them, these are the measures that these people are pushing, okay? And let's not forget that, okay? And the reason why I keep lumping Starmer in with the government is because the only thing Starmer seems to be concerned with, and the only thing he's bothered about disagreeing with the government, is that their measures aren't tough enough, and he wants tougher measures. And not only that, he wants to silence free speech, and he wants to silence people's opinions, because people like Starmer want people barred from the internet if they say anything negative about the vaccine, because we had Sky News reporting that about 3 or 4 weeks ago, didn't we? So, the only thing that the Labour Party under Starmer seem to object to is the measures aren't tough enough. And this is the kind of politicians that we are dealing with in this country. And when I've said all along, these people need to be made to answer some serious questions about the way they've behaved in all of this, okay? I hope people now are starting to understand what I mean by that. And I hope people are now starting to understand that we all need to start waking up and questioning what the hell is going on here. Because we are, how is it that I could be talking about this yesterday, and now the media, they're printing articles about tier 5 lockdowns, okay? Am I a psychic or something? Because I don't think so. What I can see is going on is they are working hand in hand, pushing government propaganda, okay? This is what's going on, okay? And it's about time people started waking up to this, because these people who call themselves journalists have questioned nothing from the start since March in all of this, okay? They've not put politicians under any strict questioning or scrutiny or questioned anything that they've done. They've not, okay? They've not done that with the likes of Valens, Whitty, Ferguson, Van Tam, and the list goes on, okay? So they've not done that either. These people have been absolutely useless in the media, okay? The information, a lot of the information that they've put out has proved in retrospect to be completely wrong, okay? And these people call themselves journalists, who are working hand in hand with the likes of Johnson, Patel, Starmer, Hancock, Gove, Sturgeon, and Mark Drakeford. I mean, who the hell's he? Yeah? I mean, we talked about him enough, but, he's another one. Where's he materialised from? Okay, who is Mark Drakeford? Yeah, because nobody had ever heard of him, and now all of a sudden he's the Minister of Wales, imposing all sorts of strict draconian measures on the Welsh people, okay? And if people think that the pandemic can be used as an excuse to enforce rules where you're forcing Welsh supermarkets to cordon off children's gifts, Christmas decorations, etc., 2 days before Christmas, and that's acceptable. Come on, this has got nothing to do with health. That is about control. You know, because even if you are under a tier 4 lockdown, there's nothing to stop you in your own home with the people you live with enjoying your Christmas or some Christmas decorations or some presents for each other, okay? It's got nothing to do with health. It's about control. And it's about time everyone started waking up to this, because these people are taking us into a dangerous, dangerous place. These people are taking us into a world that I thought would never exist in the 21st century. I thought it was something that was consigned to the dustbin of history. But, you know, this whole thing and the laws that these people have passed are absolutely disgraceful, okay? We're talking about people who've changed the law to do business with drug companies, okay? We're talking about people who have dished out contracts to all their mates, multi-million pound contracts, okay? These are the kind of people that we are talking about, and let's not forget it, okay? Let us not forget that these are the kind of people that we are dealing with in all of this, okay? And it's about time they were all brought in for some tough questions and made to answer questions, okay? Because there's lots of things that they've done and they've been involved in over the course of 2020 that, you know, if someone had told me this 12 months ago, I would have thought they were a wild conspiracy theorist, okay? But this is the reality that we're living in, and let's not forget that, okay? Because this type of government, they are the type that what plunges all into a tier 5 lockdown, okay, and then have the audacity to expect us to swallow that we weren't actually in a national lockdown because it wasn't called a national lockdown. These are the kind of people that we are dealing with, and let's not forget that, okay? That is the truth, okay? So if you've enjoyed this video and you want to see more, then please like and subscribe to the channel. And once you do, please ring the notification bell so I can inform you guys of more videos that I'm going to be putting out. And trust me, there's going to be a lot more coming, because there's no way here on Arno TV I am staying silent while all this kind of thing is going on, okay? Not a chance in hell, okay? So I'll be back soon with some more videos for you. Like I said, I want everybody who watches this channel, all my subscribers, to take care of themselves, their friends, their loved ones, and their family. And I want you all to, take care and stay well. And the people that you don't live with, that might be on their own, check in with them and give them a call, drop them a text. You know, just because you might not be able to physically see people doesn't mean you can't still keep close contact to people that are close to you and mean things to you. Because we're not going to rely on the likes of people like Boris Johnson, Hancock, Starmer, Patel, Sturgeon, Drakeford, and the like, or the mainstream media to look after us, because we are going to look after ourselves, because normal people actually give a shit about each other, and it's quite clear that these people don't care about us, okay? And I'd also like to thank all the new subscribers that have kept coming in and keep coming in. Thank you so much for your support, and if you can help me grow this channel, that would be absolutely fantastic. I notice all new comments and stuff like that coming in, which is fantastic. Keep all that coming. And thanks so much for watching and subscribing to Arno TV. I'll be back soon with some more videos for you. Until I am, I want you all to take care, stay rock and roll. Thanks so much for watching Arno TV, and we're going to be back with some more hard-hitting videos very, very soon.